Good morning, everyone. This is Rachelle with Grief Recovery with Rachelle. I was thinking about, we just had Easter the other day, and it got me thinking about God. And I met a woman not long ago who was maybe 68, 70-ish, somewhere in that window, a therapist, just been working that work for many years. And she shared a story with me about her sister who had died when she was 12. The therapist was 12. And now here she is at 68. And she said, I decided at age 12 that I didn't want to know God anymore because he had taken my sister from me. And so she's gone all these many years to maybe 70-ish, not wanting to know God or anything about him. And I just thought how she's really not that unique. How many people out there have a death or a divorce or something really painful or sad or scary happen in their lives. And when there's really no one else to blame, we assign blame to God. Or, maybe there are other people to blame, but we still blame God. Why did this happen? Why was my child born this way? Why did this person die? Why did I get this pain? Why am I now paralyzed? Name it. Any grief situation, we can assign blame to God. And I was thinking about the tools of grief recovery, how they can actually be applied to a loss of faith or just anyone you would actually place blame on, because it is about forgiveness. Learning the steps of grief recovery is about being able to forgive. And I had, with Easter coming or have gone, and everyone, I went to church, and whatever you did for your Easter, I just really got to thinking how people have trouble with God and they don't have a safe place to say it, whether they're in my church or any other church, or they're not in church, whatever. It's not always a safe place to say, you know what, I'm really hurt by God and I struggle by that. So part of the grief recovery program, and I don't know, maybe we've talked about it before, it's having a safe place, a safe, confidential place to be able to resurrect your griefs, all of your different loss events in your life, so that we can really look at them. Oftentimes, a grief or loss event that includes God is in there. And people need to have a safe place to bring that up, to look at it, to say it out loud, and then to work on it. Just because carrying any grief or unforgiveness is really just going to keep the griever as a hostage, stuck in jail. So we that's part of the work we do, is we do works, very specific steps to bring up our loss events so we can look at them. Do the action steps, one baby step at a time, with me as your coach or your guide. And we work on them. We work on all the different things that have brought us pain, that we feel wronged against, and we just can't give forgiveness. The things that when we look back and we'd like to see something joyful and wonderful, we actually see something painful and uncomfortable. So the tools of the grief recovery method are incredible, and they can work on loss of faith as well, loss of trust, loss of safety. Those are common things. And like I said, we need to have a safe place to be able to bring them up, talk about them, and not feel judged or criticized. That's so big. That's often why people don't talk, because we feel that we'll be judged or criticized or not accepted in some way. And so we keep things inside. But like we said, keeping things inside holds us hostage to our pain and our sadness. It really isolates us and creates a feeling of loneliness inside, and nobody knows what's going on. So again, the tools of grief recovery are really just to help you with any type of painful loss event that you've had in your life. And we're learning slowly that grief is not just death or divorce. Huge things, of course, death and divorce are, whether it's your divorce or someone else's. However, those aren't the only types of grief. So now we learned today that loss of faith and just not being able to forgive or assigning blame to God and not being able to say that out loud can definitely be a grief. So I really encourage you to give myself or look up on griefrecoverymethod.com your nearest grief recovery specialist so you can receive help on your different pain events. And I hope you enjoy this week, and we'll talk with you soon. Love you.